Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, only watch this video if you want your mind blown. If you don't want your mind blown, go and watch something else. This is insane. This is insane. I have played this game for over 2 years now, and in the last week, we've learned so much new stuff about this game. It's actually ridiculous. So for those who haven't seen it yet, for those that are lost in the ether, we've got a second YouTube channel running right now, which is the HH Gaming channel. This is basically all the guys that work on the hellhades.com site doing different videos about different content. It's actually a really cool channel. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there. Some stuff from me, some stuff from Fiction, some stuff from my son Lockers, from Fiction's brother Never, and Saphira. So the five of us are kind of putting content out there. It's the weekly podcast. It's new game reviews, some stuff from my streams. And then a video went up yesterday, which I knew was in the making. And it's based on the stuff that I did recently with Yang, which is another YouTuber around ally protection, but taking it to the next level. This video called Game Changer will give you a way more detailed version of what I'm going to tell you in the next 10 minutes or so. And what I'm trying to do is break it into layman's terms, because this video is fairly technical. There's a lot of testing. There's a lot of kind of spreadsheet work, but it is 100% accurate and mind-blowing. So what are we talking about? And I think this is new news to like arena specialists, okay? Is that certain masteries do not stack. They don't. They don't stack. He's proved it in the video. He's proved it in the video on the other channel. Literally going through testing one by one. Proof. If you've got somebody, let's say you're doing arena defense, and you've got a tanky defense, and you've been running Bulwark on more than one champion. You've been running Selfless Defender on more than one champion. Only one champion it counts for. It will only count for the first person in the turn order that's got this ability. It's not what it reads like. Bulwark decreases the damage all allies receive by 5%. If you've got two people with Bulwark in your team right now, only one of them's doing any work. You're wasting a tier 6 mastery because the second one doesn't work. Only the first one, the highest in your turn order, that's the only one who's doing any defending. Same with Selfless Defender. Decreases the damage an ally receives from the first hit in each round by 20%. When I was being coached on my arena defense by some literally top tier players, the recommendation was put Selfless Defender on a couple of different people, put Bulwark on a couple of different people, because this is not known. These do not stack. This is it. Only one person in your team. There's only point in having one person in your team with these two masteries, because they do not stack with multiple people. It's the first one in the turn order that finds this mastery. The rest of them, null and void, wasted tier 6 mastery. Bonkers. Bonkers. Right. There's a couple other bits that we kind of knew some stuff about, but I may as well go over it in this video whilst we're talking about mind-blowing stuff. And again, Saphira goes in more detail on this type of stuff. So damage reduction, okay? It's a multiplicative. I can't really say that word. Multiplicative, which means that if you've got, let's say you've got somebody in stalwart gear, okay? So someone in stalwart gear, which, let's just read what it does quick. Basically, when you're being AoE'd, you take 30% less damage, okay? So let's say that's the first damage reduction measure that the game is looking at. It's like, right, great. So you were going to be hit for 1,000. Instead, 30% comes off and you're hit for 700. Now, the next level of damage reduction, let's say you've got Norog in your team and he's your next level of damage reduction, and he's going to reduce 25% of your damage, yeah? Instead of 55, 30 plus 25 coming off of your damage, you get the 30% for free. That's your first one. And then you take the 700 damage that's left and you get 25% of that reduced. Okay? which is hard maths. I think it's like 175 or something. But instead of taking a full 25 plus 30 added together, you take the 30% first. Whatever's left, you then take 25% of that. Whatever's left, you then take the next damage reduction after that. So you can never reduce all of the damage coming in at you. It's impossible to do, even if you had all of these different passives stacking up, because it's only reducing what's left. Okay? That's something we knew about, but I thought it'd be worth throwing in. So one of the other things that we should just throw out there is that defense caps around 4,200. After that, you don't really mitigate any more damage. And that 4,200 is including the benefit you get from any auras, the benefit you get from a buff like increased defense, the benefit you get from a passive like a Brado passive. So just when you're working out your team comps, especially for Clan Boss, just remember 4,200 is the max you want to go for. After that, start building up either your damage or your HP levels. Okay, so in my instance here with a Martyr Aura or increased defense, gives me whatever it's 30% per champion. For most champions, that's like an extra 300 odd defense. Yeah, I've got increased defense up for the whole fight, which is 60% of my defense number added on. Yeah, so I actually only need to get 2,700-ish defense per champion to be capped on defense against a Clan Boss fight. Most people, me included, we were building out minimum 4,000 defense to fight this fight, not really taking these things into account. And now it's way more known. We were basically just blowing over defense that we didn't need. If you got, someone like a Krisk built with 5,000 defense, you're wasting stats big time. Big time. Pushes HP up. So yeah, defense numbers, it's been known for a little while now, but that is a big thing to improve your damage in Clan Boss if you're not running unkillables. Bring their defense numbers down. Try and keep your increased defense up for the whole fight, and especially the AoEs at least. And you will find you will just survive a ton longer in Clan Boss without having to build these kind of crazy high defense number builds. So massive eye-opener for me on defense numbers as well. Now, the other kind of big thing, and this has been big news since really I was talking to Yang and he'd done this work around ally protection. There was a couple of things that we just needed to clear up. And the first one still blows my mind, the way this is coded in the game. And I probably need to change some of my builds. So I've got a Clan Boss team running right now, which hopefully you've seen my videos on this because it's super fun. But this is my highest damage team I've ever had. I've got basically guys I've got Ursula doing ally protection. Yeah, and she's protecting the rest of my team. And her ally protection is massive. Okay, so she's the main reason that I'm surviving for as long as I am in Clan Boss. Ally protection's kind of broken. Okay, now there's another broken element to it which doesn't make a ton of sense. Saf in his video he says it does make sense. I've watched the video. It still doesn't really make sense. But what happens is your ally protector, whoever's casting the ally protection ability, if one of the people that they're protecting is hit with a critical hit in the Clan Boss, okay, the ally protector will only take a raw damage hit. So the way the Clan Boss works is he's got a base level of raw damage, and then every turn he scales his damage. It goes up every single turn. It scales. The protector is only ever hit with the raw damage, which is level 1 damage, which means that ally protection is broken. Okay, it means that ally protection will keep you alive way longer than you ever should be alive, because you're not being hit by the 100% new damage. You're being hit by the 100% of level 1 damage, which is much easier to take. It's like a 700 hit instead of a 30,000 hit. Okay, so your ally protector is kind of always going to keep you alive for longer in Clan Boss. But the news, which I cannot believe, is that if the Clan Boss crits somebody, the ally protector takes their crit hit based on their own crit damage. So if you build your ally protector up with a lot of crit damage, you're actually killing yourself. I'm killing myself right now. My Asurga build is stupid right now because I'm killing myself with 217% crit damage. So if the Clan Boss crit hits you, your crit damage is what it will multiply the protector's crit hit by. The other person who's not an ally protector doesn't make any difference for, but the person who's an ally protector, like a Surga, like your Tyrant, like your Rearguard Sergeant, whoever, like your Skull Crusher, his crit damage that he takes from the clan boss is based on his own crit damage multiplier. It's the craziest bit of coding I've ever known, but that's the truth. That's what happens. It's nuts. The other thing to bear in mind, which comes out of the video, which Saf goes into a lot of detail on, is how crazy Guardian sets are and how turn order impacts Guardian sets as well. So I've got, I think, my Martyr in a Guardian set in my clan boss setup. Yes, Guardian set is basically ally protection in a set, but it's for 10% instead of 50. Yeah? So Guardian's going to absorb 10% of the damage that the rest of your team take. Now, if your Guardian set champion is number 1 on your turn order, then she's the first, or that's the first bit of damage reduction that happens. So you get a full 10% of the damage goes to your Guardian set wearer. Okay? What will then happen is you've got 90% of damage left. Yeah? If you've got ally protection sitting behind that, then ally protection takes 50% of the damage. They will take 50% of the 90 that's left. So they'll take 45% damage instead of 50. If you flip them round, then it'll be ally protections first, a full 50, and then Guardian takes 10% of what's left, which would be 5% instead of 10. So turn order makes a big difference for this as well. If you're looking to spread the damage out, you actually want your Guardian sets up further in the turn order. If you want most of the damage to go into the ally protector, you want your ally protector up further in the turn order. But Guardian set is pretty much a broken set for clan boss. Ally protection is pretty much a broken ability for clan boss. And the crazy one for me is that these passives are totally dependent on where they are in the turn order as to whether or not they're going to protect your team. It's bonkers to my brain that we're only finding this out a couple of years into the game. But there you go. If you want the full testing, the spreadsheet info, all of that stuff, go and check out the video that the guys did on HH Gaming. I know they've got a second video coming out this week as well. I'm going to watch it because I love this stuff. I've been Hell Hades. I will see you later.